What if I told you that there was one thing that you could do that could dramatically change your life, both physically and mentally? What if I told you that you could lower your blood pressure, lower your cortisol, while increasing the feel-good dopamine and serotonin in your body? What if you could fuel your energy, decrease harmful chemicals in your body? What if you could lower your risk of depression while increasing your self-esteem and optimism? And what about if overall you got a greater sense of happiness and satisfaction in life? And I didn't just make up all that stuff. That's from the Mayo Clinic. And what if I told you that you don't need to change your diet, you don't need to start exercising or meditating? What if I told you that you don't need to eat some kind of crazy food, you don't need to drink 5 gallons of water every day? And what if I told you that this thing is absolutely free? And what if finally I told you that almost every single one of us has the ability to do this without any special training? Would you be interested? I am. So what is this miracle? It's kindness. Welcome to the kindness video. In this video, I want to talk about acts of kindness. And not every act of kindness needs to be gigantic, life-changing, or newsworthy, although there are plenty of those that I want to talk about as well. Be like 29-year-old Howard Lowe, who was the only person who was manning a lifeboat during the Titanic shipwreck who went back to save yet more passengers. Small things can go a long way, both for the receiver and the giver of these acts of kindness. Hold the door open for someone. Let someone in traffic or in the grocery line. Use manners when dealing with everyone. Say thank you. Pick up litter. Make the world a nicer, cleaner place. Smile. Say hello or good morning when you're walking past or traveling to work. Volunteer. There's a reason that so many people volunteer. Not only are they helping others, but they're really helping themselves as well. Go out of your way to help others without expecting anything in return. Tell someone when you admire or think positively about them. Don't just think it, say it. One of the newsworthy acts of kindness that I always thought was really interesting started with a woman named Caitlin Boyle, who was so down on herself and felt so negative that she started leaving little post-it notes around saying, "You are beautiful, you are worthy," and it became a worldwide phenomena. And people would just leave these little anonymous notes around, and it's now has its own Instagram page and hashtag called Operation Beautiful. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. That's pretty important as well. One woman, still anonymous to this day, became known as the Queen of Hearts, and she left little crocheted hearts with notes, "You are loved, you are important," and she left them around the town that she lived in England. And because of that, a Facebook group was started, and people would get together and show photos of the little crocheted hearts and flowers that they found, and then they ended up interacting with each other and building a community off of that, and everybody felt good about it. The person who did it, unknown, but what a feel-good story. So I'm here with my good friend Ian, who's recently had a stint in the hospital and spent a considerable amount of time with a significant heart condition. And I just want to ask you, Ian, so Did you experience some random acts of kindness? Were people like, what made a difference for you in your recovery?
Oh, I was in the hospital for 2 months, but I would say the biggest thing that helped me keep a positive attitude was the kindness that I felt from both the staff, the doctors, and just your general friends and family. I think it's really important to communicate, 'cause communication is wonderful in the hospital. And the staff that were exceptionally good, they would listen to you, they would share their own personal stories, and they just, when they had an interest in you, it was like they had an extra ounce of kindness, which
So,
is
so
good.
it wasn't even have to be something huge. It was just that you could feel the difference from maybe one staff member to another.
Yeah, the biggest kick I got was a lot of the nurses would have small dogs at home, and in the morning when they came in, they would bring in their phone and show me a picture of the dog in the morning, because they knew I had a 150-pound dog at home that I was missing.
So,
So it was just the small little things that made such a difference.
and sometimes it is just those small things that can make a huge difference.
Yeah, the other nice kindness is once in a while they would treat me to a little small cup of ice cream at night.
I guess it had to be small. You were there for heart surgery.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I had a triple bypass and I was in care for 2 months. So still recovering though, but just did an excellent job.
So I'm here with Frank, who has been doing a lot of work around our house for the last few weeks. And you know, the one thing, Frank, I want to say is that you're like the nicest guy that's like ever worked here. Like you go above and beyond. Like you're coming on the weekend when we had a big disaster last week. And I just want to know, like, is kindness, are you always a kind guy?
That's my nature.
So it's not just us, it's like in general.
That's my nature. If my client is kind to me, why? I have to be the way I was brought up.
Right. So it means a lot to you.
Of course.
Right.
What do you want me, miserable and say, hey, good morning? No.
Right. So your kindness makes me really feel good,
And
but
same with me.
same with you.
That's why I love coming here every morning. You okay with this? Oh, love it.
Love
It
it.
makes me, and then I turn around and I feel like, yes, Frank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Another client. Happy.
Perfect. Thank you, Frank. Being kind and being nice is really, really important to me. Something that I've been brought up with ever since I was little, and something that I have tried very, very hard to instill into my 3 kids with, I believe, huge success. I'm really proud of how they are and how they interact and how they empathize with people so, so much. So try to do your part. Try to be a little kinder in this crazy world where social media, sometimes you look at the comments and you're just like, really? You know, let's just try. If we don't have anything nice to say, let's not say anything at all. Why not be the reason that someone smiles today? Let's all do our part to make this world a little bit nicer for all of us. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.